So a funny thing happens sometime when you walk around the supermarket, and sometimes you find some weird, unexpected tech. So let's see what we found today. Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie's Nerd Cave. This is the place where we dive into all things tech, gadgets, gaming, servers, etc. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you don't miss out on any of the nerdy goodness. So, today I've got something really cool to review for you. This here is a portable monitor. Yes, we've all seen these before, but when you're wandering around the supermarket and you go to Aldi, yes, you heard me right, a portable monitor, and it's from a brand called Bauhn from Aldi. And Aldi taking you through the specifications of this and see if it's worth the money. So I picked up this monitor from Aldi, and I gotta say, it's not every day you find a piece of tech or a gadget in a supermarket that you're just wandering around in. This is the Bauhn, I think I'm saying that round, portable monitor, and it's a 15.6 inch screen and it is 1920 by 1080. However, it is IPS, which is supposed to be really good for viewing angles and stuff like that. So we're talking about full HD quality because of its 1080p resolution here. So in the box, let's open this little up. I haven't really seen this yet, so let's see what we've got. So as we open the box, this must be the monitor itself. And let's have a look. So here is the monitor. Let's pop that there. And what else is in the box? Okay, so you've got your guarantee. This is normally pretty good. You've got a 1-year warranty as long as I keep the receipt, which I do have, which is fantastic. In the bottom of the box I have a USB-C cable, so must have a USB-C port, a USB-A to USB-C, yes, that must be power, and so that's good. And then we have a HDMI to micro HDMI. So that's really good as well. Anything else? No. Right, I'll just get rid of the box so that I have a little bit more space on my desk so that you can see this in all its glorious wonder. There we go. Get rid of you. Fantastic. So looking at this, this looks like it's the back. So this must be the front. So it's got a built-in, so as we can see here, it's got a built-in dust cover and flap, bit of screen protection, and this looks like it's also the screen's stand. Huh. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Brilliant. So that's the screen stand. On the side we have got what looks like a rocker switch for something. It's probably the on-screen display, a 3.5mm headphone socket, and power. So here we have micro HDMI, USB-C, and then that one must be the power because it's got a little plug next to it. So it has some really good things. So let's talk about the build quality. So the Bauhn Portable Monitor, as you can see, is really very thin. I would say at its thickest it's 10mm, and at its thinnest it's about 6 or 7mm. It does have this glorious 15.6 inch screen, and you'd always take these off and they never come off. So it's probably good for working on for short periods of time. And it's good as an extension for your laptop monitor. And looking at this, it's very well built. It has this wonderful magnetic screen cover on it, which comes off completely. Not that you'd want to take it off because that defeats the object of having a screen protector on it. Okay, so we've had a quick look at the ports on this one, and we do have the USB-C. It is supposed to be able to be powered by the USB-C and display using the USB-C as well. Excuse me. So whether you've got a laptop or a smartphone, you should be able to utilize this well for any type of activity that you're doing, whether that's simple gaming while you're on holiday, or sticking it on a console if you've got in a caravan or something like that. So let's have a look at how this actually works, and let's see what it looks like. So I'm going to lay this down. Having this set up, I think what we need first is we probably need power. So I'm going to use the USB-A to USB-C connector, and I'm going to plug it into this power port here. These actually seem like slightly longer than normal USB-C ports or sockets, whatever. Let me just try another cable. Let's have a compare. Yeah, it is. It's about 2 or 3 millimeters longer, and I think that must be to accommodate, yes, the case on the side. So all the casement that you see, there's about 2 millimeters before the actual port starts. So these need to be longer. So these are probably going to be proprietary. So we'll pop that down there. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can get power onto it. So that should be powering up. Brilliant. So we've got the Bauhn logo there. And again, I'm not sure whether I'm saying that correctly or not, but I say it as I see it. We'll stick in a USB. So I haven't got a USB-C device that does monitor output at this present moment in time. I do, but it's a giant computer that's sat next to me over here, and I haven't got a cable long enough. So let's see what it's like with USB-C. USB-C. I've got it in my head now, with the HDMI. So let's plug this in. So hopefully we should get a signal if I switch it back on.
Eventually.
Okay, let's try this again. Hooray! Right, so we now have our monitor. And what I'm going to do is, it's shared with another machine, so I'm going to go into the display settings. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to ignore this first monitor, second monitor even. Don't want to extend these displays. Show only on one. There we go. So here is the monitor in all its glory. As we can see, if I just zoom in a little bit, fab, we can get all that in there. Brilliant. What we can see is that we can actually see that it is, or it should be, a full screen resolution, but it's not at this present time. Let's go have a look at display settings again, see if it's sorted itself out. Yeah, there we go. So it's in 1920 by 1080, so it is full HD, which is really good. So I'm using the mini HDMI. I'm assuming it's 60 Hertz, so let's have a look at advanced graphics and see. Yes, so 59.9. Why can't it just be 60? There we go, proper 60 Hertz. That's fabulous, much better. We can see the name of the device as well, and it is a AIB PMTR. Okay, no idea who makes that. So we are going through the Intel graphics on this, because the machine that it's plugged into is just a very small Dell PC. But the 19 by 20 by 1080 resolution looks really good. Whether you're watching movies or doing some work, the IPS display gives you great viewing angles, so no matter where you're sitting, the image stays really sharp and vibrant. So as we can see, the OSD for this gives you some great options. We do have some fantastic options as far as selection is concerned. So we have the standard brightness, black levels, doesn't matter, it's an LCD screen. It's not something like an OLED that gives you fantastic blacks. You do have an eco mode, gaming mode, it's gone a bit darker. Movie mode, it's gone a bit brighter. Text mode, it's gone really dark. And just standard, you've got DCR as well, just makes it darker or lighter. And you have sharpness, and then you have your aspect ratio, whether it's wide or whether it's the other one, 4:3, or wide. I think we'll stick with wide for now. You've got your colour temperatures as well. Whoops. Colour temperatures, let's have a look. Cool, user, warm. And nothing really changes, which is a bit strange, but it is a cheap one. It's relatively cheap, to be fair, at £79.99. This is a really cheap monitor. Some of these monitors on Amazon that you see are about £79.99, but you don't expect to see something like this within your local shop. So why not? Let's see if we can get some sound on this. Let's do the obligatory crab rave, shall we? Again, see if we can get some music through this, see if it functions as what it should do, which is a monitor. Let's do some YouTube. There we go. And still no sound.
Moments later.
Okay, so we're not muted. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to run the obligatory crab rave, and let's see what the speakers sound like. Let's jump ahead a little bit. It's not too bad. Very, very, very trebly. And that bass makes the speakers rattle a little bit. So let's see if we can turn it down. No, not brightness. Yeah, turning it down doesn't really make any difference. And I think the speakers aren't going to be good, but with the fact that you've got a 3.5mm headphone jack, that's going to enhance the whole thing, I think. So not very good as far as the sound is concerned. It's very tinny. The speakers are probably very, very small, very, very thin. So this monitor, it's nice, I like it. Is it worth the money? It's £79. It's gonna be okay if you travel a lot or if you work a lot and you need two monitors. It's got a headphone jack, so if you need to plug in headphones, you can do. So this monitor again is really portable, and as for portability is concerned, it's really light. It comes with its wonderful carry case that's all built in. So yeah, you can literally flip that over. You've got a monitor protector. You can flip it back. It magnets to the top here, and then you can literally have it stood, and it be stood nice and tidily. And it does make it really good for if you're traveling or anything like that. So let's break down the pros and cons of this particular monitor itself. First of all, the pros, it's quite affordable. Considering the price point of £79, you're getting a really decent full HD display, and it's really hard to beat that type of value. The portability is fantastic. It's really light, it's really slim, makes it easy to stick in with your laptop in your bag and cart it around everywhere. And with it having USB-C compatibility, that makes it even better. If you don't have USB-C, you can always use mini HDMI inputs, and these are really super convenient, allowing you to connect to a wide variety of different devices. Now for the cons. The built-in speakers, they're not great. They are tinny, there's no bass to them. They rattle when it's at 100% volume on the actual monitor itself. They're okay for basic use. They're probably okay for doing a conference call or something like that on Teams, but they're not great for listening to music or in-depth things such as movies. The brightness levels are okay. They could be a little bit higher, especially if you're using it outdoors or in a particularly bright environment. I did take this outside and it was particularly dull day, because it normally is in the UK quite dull, and even then it struggled a little bit, whereas in here in my office it was really good and it worked really well. So overall, I think this particular monitor here from Aldi is really a solid choice. If you're looking for something affordable and portable, it's perfect as an extra screen, giving you extra real estate so that you can work on. Now, working on the go, it's absolutely fantastic for, or even some very simple gaming if you want to connect it to, I don't know, a Steam Deck or something like that, so that you've got a larger monitor if you're on holiday or something like that. It's really good as a secondary display. The value of this is definitely there, especially for the price. You're getting 1080p full HD screen, and the colours are okay. It's pretty much average across the board. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, especially if you're on a budget or just need something simple or portable for everyday use. It would blow your mind, but I don't think it will. It's very simple. It does exactly what it needs to do, and it does it well. Like I say, it's not the best monitor, but it will get you out of a jam if you're in one, or if you just want to take it on holiday and use it while abroad. If you like this review, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this monitor, or if there are other portable monitors you'd like me to check out. Thanks for hanging out with me in the Nerd Cave, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.